Hello everyone, welcome back. Today I will be doing a compilation video of all of my fall DIYs. They are so much fun, so budget friendly, and a lot of items are from the Dollar Tree. So guys, get set and we're gonna jump right in. If you've already seen a video, if you're one of my subscribers, you can just fast forward to one of the DIYs that you have not seen. The first one we're gonna be doing is some pipe cleaner cone trees. Guys, you know I love cone trees. Now these are the best pipe cleaners I've ever used. This is a tricolor of just fall colors and you get 100 each. I can leave the link to these in the description box below if you're planning on purchasing these. I would recommend it. They are beautiful and they're really nice velvet. So we're just going to be going ahead and getting started. I did do the option which you can skip this part of trying to sort of make a height differentiation where one would be a little bit taller. It really didn't make that much of a difference, so I would skip this step. However, we're going to get into how we make these cone trees, and I'm going to do this by prepping the actual pipe cleaners, and I absolutely love these, like I said. So all you're going to do is grab one and fold it in half, make sure that the ends are even, and then just pinch the other end to make sure you're getting a nice clean cut. You can use either craft scissors or wire cutters, and this, guys, looks perfect. So we're gonna bend it one more time, make sure that the ends are even, so you're actually taking a half of a half, and then you're going to go ahead and cut that also. Now you're gonna take that last half and bend it over and make sure that the end is even, and that's all there is to it. And I'm going to repeat this process for each color. I wanted to use all three of these colors. I think they're absolutely gorgeous, and you can see how much I have left over, and that'll be perfect for other crafts or for like tree trimming and such during the year. Now we're going to start constructing our cute little cone trees. These turned out so stinking cute, and you're just going to apply some hot glue, and you're going to then add on your pipe cleaner pieces. And guys, it's that simple. You just want to make sure that the open end is facing up and the closed end is facing down. You're just going to place them next to each other, and you want to make sure that the bottom of the pipe cleaner is going to be even with the bottom of your cone. And guys, it's that simple. You're just going to repeat this all the way around, add a little bit more glue, add on more pipe cleaners, making sure that it's even with the bottom, and the closed end is facing the bottom and the open end is facing the top. For the next row, you're just going to repeat that process, but you do want to make sure that it slightly overlaps it, as you can see here. Apply your glue and repeat the process. So this is a really fun DIY. I really enjoyed these, and I have them on my built-in bookshelves and on my my table when you walk in, the console table when you first walk in, or entryway table, whichever you want to call it. And I'm loving these so much. And guys, that's basically it. We're just going to be repeating this process all the way up. As you can see, it's already looking amazing. When you get to the very top, you're just going to take one of those little pipe cleaners and bend up both ends, apply a little bit of hot glue, and you're just going to do this on both sides. And this one, the color is so beautiful. I had someone tell me it looks like mink. I didn't even think of that, but it actually does. It's so smooth and so beautiful, and it does give off this vibe of looking like a really buttery brown mink. Next, I'm going in with that really pretty chocolate velvet looking color. It's so luxe, and these look so high end. I absolutely love them. I repeated that process with the brown, and then I went in and did the same process with the sort of lighter beige, and then I did one that I did like an ombre with the sort of creamy camel beige, then the rust, and then the brown. And I love them. Now the last thing I did with this was I just took the ends of the cone and I just bent them up slightly, and this is going to give it a different look. And guys, it is so pretty. It does give it a new look, but also the same. I absolutely love this craft, and they all look amazing. So guys, for my next DIY, I have some leftover plastic pumpkins and some really pretty chinoiserie napkins from a previous DIY, and they're 2-ply, and what you're going to do is just separate your napkins. If you don't have chinoiserie, you can use any napkins that you have on hand, and we're going to start prepping our pumpkins. Now, I'm going to grab some Mod Podge, but Elmer's glue would be perfect for this, and I chose to cut up my napkins into smaller pieces because it'll make it easier to apply. All you're going to do is get a soft brush, and you're going to paint your pumpkins down with the coat, and then you're going to grab the piece of the napkin that has the color on it, of course, and you're just going to apply it very gently. You don't want to break it, and then you're going to take that soft bristle brush, what a tongue tire for me, and you're just going to smooth out your pumpkin, get in all those grooves, and just pat it down very gently, because you don't want to rip your actual napkin, and then you're just going to take your Mod Podge or your glue and smooth it out. And guys, you're just going to repeat that until the pumpkin is completely covered. Now, I will say that a quick tip is when I was doing this, I made sure that I did not apply it to the bottom of the pumpkin because I wanted it to dry sitting up, and then once it dried, I went ahead and turned it over and finished this area that you see here. Next, I'm going to do the same exact thing, but for this one, I'm just going to cover up every other section with the napkin to give it some differentiation with the way that the patterns are. I wanted this one to just have every other one covered with the napkin to create a really pretty pattern on this particular pumpkin. And then I left the other ones, every other one, just plain and white. And this one turned out really pretty. I love it. It's so cute. So now that I have those drying, I'm going to go ahead and get started on the next one. And this one, I'm going to be trying some of this 2 Blue from Apple Barrel Craft Paints. And I am going to be painting every other section, sort of like the other one I did. Now, I did notice that I did not do any type of base coat or primer. I'm just going in with it. And so I did have to do 2 coats for every other section, but as you know, craft paint dries pretty quickly, so not a problem at all. And I just sort of carefully did it with the same brush. I didn't even need a separate brush. Like I said, I did have to do 2 coats with this. And I did one other pumpkin, a larger pumpkin, that I did every other coat on that one also, and then I went back in with the smaller pumpkin and I actually did the Mod Podge, or Decoupage rather, napkin on it, and as you can see, they turned out super cute. And I'm actually showing you how I styled all of these pumpkins. I love these. They're so cute and they go so well with any blue and white decor for the season. So I hope that you like the way these turned out. I think they're really cute. I also mixed them in to another little setting that I had with this chinoiserie vase on the tray with the little salad plate. But guys, I absolutely love these and they're perfect. So for my next one, guys, I saw the cutest little terracotta pumpkins at Pottery Barn. I fell in love with them, and instead of buying them, I went home to make them myself. I started with some old jack-o'-lantern pumpkins that I had sitting around. You can probably purchase these in any store, and I went and got some baking soda that I had and this really pretty Pueblo colored folk art paint. And guys, it's perfect to get the color that I'm going for to look like the actual Pottery Barn terracotta pumpkins. And all you're going to do is just mix this together. Now if it comes out a little too thick or lumpy and it looks like clay, you can always just add in a little bit of water to get the consistency that you would like. Next, all you're going to do is paint. Now you're adding the baking soda to the paint to give it texture, because we want these to appear to be terracotta pumpkins once they dry down. And guys, it worked perfectly. So all I had on hand was 2 pumpkins, but that was all I needed. When you're doing this, you want to make sure that you're covering up all the little areas that would be seen, that you can tell that it's, just a pumpkin that you had sitting around. And I absolutely love the way this looks when you get done. Now I went in all the little grooves as it dried. I noticed it got a little thicker, but that was fine, because you know why, guys? It actually gave it the appearance of being terracotta, and I love it. So I did give it a little second coat on the very top where you can see where the stem was black, but I'm loving the texture on these right now. And I let these dry down, and now they're all ready. But I did go on one last step. As you can see, the texture is texturing. But I went in and added a little bit more of that baking soda to it, and then I went back with my little brush and just brushed it off. And I did this to both pumpkins to give it that little bit of a cast that it had at the Pottery Barn, and it gave it sort of that handmade aged look that we're going for, and it made it look even more authentic with this dupe that I did. And I love the way they turned out. They're so cute. So guys, I did style this really quickly for you, but I absolutely love these. Now you can pick some of these jack-o'-lanterns up in any craft store if you don't have any on hand, if you would like to try this. And I would recommend actually going with that Pueblo color if you can, if not getting something that's very similar to like a terracotta color. But I love these, and this is just showing you example of how I styled these for just, inspiration for styling them if you do try this. Absolutely love this, guys. So guys, I have this old Easter egg that I had from a previous DIY. Crafters don't throw anything away, and I want to cover that color up. It's not great for the mini pine cone, so I'm gonna go ahead and stick a skewer in for easy drying later. And I'm going to go ahead and give this a base coat with this dark brown, because it would be perfect for a base coat for my mini pine cones that we'll be using. I also have these little cedar stems. I'm going to remove all of the little pieces or leaves or whatever have you from this and put those to the side. And now that it's dry, we're all ready to get started with our DIY for our egg. If you have a brown egg, I guess you can skip that step. Next, we're going to add either ribbon or jute string into this egg. This is so we can hang this topiary up. If you don't have jute string, a ribbon would be perfect. You can add a dab of hot glue, it'll stay in place, and that's all you need. And we're going to grab our little mini pine cones. If you have acorns, that'll be fine. And we're just going to glue them on with hot glue, as you can see here. And that is pretty simple. If you can't find the mini pine cones in a craft store, I could leave a link for this and other items in these DIYs if you like in the description box below. But all you're going to do is just basically cover the entire egg, or if you have a round orb, that would be perfect. As you can see here, it's so cute. And now we're going to go ahead and grab those stems from those cedar picks that we had, and we're just going to put them inside. And actually, guys, you can add as many or as little as you want, and we're just adding them to all those little spaces to our mini pine cones. And this is how we are forming our actual topiary. Now guys, if you don't want to add these, that's fine also. I just like the way it looks, but it's so cute. OMG, you can hang this up for a holiday season. It's so cute. And also there is another way to use these by putting it on a little planter. Now I already had this planter sitting around from a previous DIY, but as you can see, it is so cute and it's so versatile, and I absolutely love this one. This is probably one of my favorites. So guys, I hope that you like all 4 of these DIYs that we did in this compilation video for the fall. I will be coming back for some Christmas or holiday DIYs in about a month or so, so look out for those, and I'll see you guys in the next one. Thanks for watching.